everyone! I hope you're doing well on this lovely day. I have some books and songs here for you today, so let's get started. We wave hello like this, we wave hello like this. With you here at Storytime, we wave hello like this. We tap our heads like this, we tap our heads like this. With you here at Storytime, we tap our heads like this. We touch our toes like this, we touch our toes like this. With you here at Storytime, we touch our toes like this. We wiggle our ears like this, we wiggle our ears like this. With you here at Storytime, we wiggle our ears like this. Welcome, guys. Let's see. How are you today? First off, I should ask that. I'm doing pretty okay myself, but let me inch a little closer. My first book that I have for you today is called Where is Home, Little Pip? And it's by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. So they helped write this book together. Where is home, little Pip? Pip was hatched in a nest made of pebbles on the cold and Arctic shore. She was as fluffy as new-fallen snow and small, even for a penguin. I don't know if I want a bed made of rocks. I don't think that would be very comfortable. Every day, Pip played. Whoosh! Wish! Whee! That does look like fun. Mama and Papa always said, "Don't wander far, little Pip." And she didn't. And every night, Pip's parents sang, "Our home is where the land is free, from hill or mountain, twig or tree, in our pebbly nest by the stormy sea, where Mama and Papa and Pip makes three." How sweet. Pip grew. She needed more and more food. Mama and Papa constantly fished to keep up with Pip's belly. They never left her for long, and always warned, "Don't wander far, little Pip." And she didn't. Until... oh no. One day, Pip saw a feather, and it glittered black against the white ice, and Pip chased after it. Flap, flap, slap. But when she got close, poof! A gust of freezing wind fluttered the feather away. Flap, flap, slap! And Pip chased after. Oh no! What do you think's gonna happen? Her parents told her not to go too far. And she chased, and chased, until finally, "Got you!" she cried. But when she turned for home, home wasn't there. And as far as Pip could see, there was no pebbly nest, no penguins, and worst of all, no Mama and Papa. "Where is home?" Pip cried, and no one answered. So Pip set off to look. I hope she'll be okay. Soon she heard a swish, swish, and there was a huge plume of water in the sea. A mighty blue whale poked her gigantic head up from the water. And Pip waddled close and said, "Hello, could you tell me, where is home?" And the whale smiled. "Yes, little one, I can." Splash! She slapped her mighty tail and said, "Home is under the ocean's deep, by the coral beds where the minnows sleep, where the fish are in schools and the sea creatures creep, where my babies and I swim and leap. And Pip frowned. "But that's not my home," she said. "I'm sorry," said the whale, "but that's the only home I know." "Thank you anyway," said Pip, and she plodded on. And after a bit, Pip saw a kelp gull pecking at a shell. I guess it's like a seagull, huh? "Hello," said Pip. "Can you tell me where home is?" "Squawk!" "Yes, little penguin," said the bird. "I think I can." She ruffled her feathers and said, "On the craggy cliffs, in a humble nest, with the sea to the east and the land to the west, in a cozy crevice where shelter is best, home is where my little chicks rest." Aw. But Pip frowned. "That's not my home," she said, and the bird shook her head sadly. "Squawk!" "Dreadful, I'm sure, but that's the home I know." "Oh well," said Pip, "I'll keep looking." And Pip slumped along. She had walked far when she saw something strange indeed, a tall, two-legged creature being pulled by many four-legged creatures. What does that look like? And when the creatures were close, Pip called, "Hello, strangers! Can you tell me, where is home?" And the tall creature said something, but Pip couldn't make out the words. And one of the four-legged creatures said, "Woof! Don't mind him. I can answer that, little bird." And she wagged her tail and said, "Across the ocean, far away, after sailing a ship for many a day, on the sandy shore, there's a house weathered gray. Home is where my puppies play." Aw. And Pip frowned. "But that's not my home," she said. "Woof!" said the creature. "What a shame. That's the home I know." "Nice meeting you," said Pip. "I must keep searching." And she did. But the more Pip looked, the more lost she became. Oh no. Finally, Pip stopped, and tears dripped down her cheeks and froze solid. Her legs were sore, her beak was cold, her eyes were sleepy. "I want Mama and Papa," she wailed. "I want home!" And Pip couldn't think of anything else to do, so she thought of Mama and Papa and started to sing. "Our home is where the land is free, from hill or mountain, twig or tree, in our pebbly nest by the stormy sea, where Mama and Papa and Pip makes three." And suddenly she heard something. "Pip! Little Pip! Is that you?" And suddenly she saw something. "Mama! Papa! Here I am!" cried Pip. And they rushed to meet her, and they hugged and kissed, and Mama and Papa danced and waddled around her. Yay! "Oh, little Pip," said Mama, "we looked for you all day." Said Papa, "We finally heard you singing," and they snuggled, and Mama sighed. "After such a long, scary day, you must be exhausted, my dear. Let's sleep." "Yes, let's," said Papa. "But aren't we going home?" asked Pip. And Mama and Papa kissed Pip on her head, and they asked, "Where is home, little Pip?" And then they sang the song. "Where is home? Is it far or near? Is it a pebbly nest where we all hold dear? No, home is where there's nothing to fear, since we're all together. Home is right here." And little Pip slept. Home at last. And that's the end. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Getting lost is really scary, actually. But, let's see. I have a song for you, I think. Let's see which one we roll, though. We got the Army Men. So, let's sing the Grand Old Duke of York. Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to a top of a hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. He marched them to the left. He marched them to the right. And then he marched them upside down. Oh, what a silly sight! It is a silly sight, huh? Should we sing it again? I think so. Oh, the Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of a hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. He marched them to the left. He marched them to the right. And then he marched them upside down. Oh, what a silly sight! I still don't know how you march upside down. But I have another book for you, and it's a brand new one. And it's called Snakes on the Job, and it's by Catherine Dennis. Let me get a little bit closer. Snakes on the Job by Catherine Dennis. What do you think this is about? We have some snakes. Off to work the snakes will go. Oh, wow. They slide into the trucks and roll out slow. Hiss goes the sound of the brakes. A digger clears the way as a bulldozer shovels the dirt to one side. The book doesn't want to be held. A dump trucks are piled high, and hiss goes the sound of the brakes. A row of delivery trucks keeps snakes moving at a steady pace. How do you think they're driving with no hands, huh? A crane lifts large objects and swings them into place. Hiss goes the sound of the brakes. What do you think they're building? I don't know yet. A food truck arrives and the snakes line up for lunch. I guess it's time for break time. Then it's back to work. There's a time crunch. Oh boy. A front loader rumbles in, and holes are dug, and flowers fill wheelbarrows, and hiss goes the sound of the brakes. It takes 3 snakes, 1, 2, and 3. Oops, 3. To roll a giant wheel into place. And snakes work together to reach their goal. A backhoe is needed to put posts in, and the project is coming to a close. What is that? Hiss goes the sound of the brakes. It's time to see what the snakes have built. What do you think they built? It's a playground. How nice. Hiss! Go, the happy snakes. Hamsters ask if they can play. What will the snakes say? Yes! And the sign says, welcome. But that's the end. I really like this book because of how colorful it is. But I think I have at least one more song in me. So, let's see. That didn't roll very well. Let's try again. Okay, we have the rocket. So, can you guys help me warm up my engines? Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off! Should we do another one? I think so. Oh, let me see. Far, 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 we're going to the stars. Far, 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 we're going to the stars. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Far, 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 we're going to the stars. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off! Oh, let's see. I think we can do one more trip. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Fun, 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 we're going to the sun. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and blast off! Well, I hope you guys had fun today, but that's all I have for you, unfortunately. So, let's see if I can remember a goodbye song. Tickle the clouds, tickle your toes, turn around once, and tickle your nose. Reach down low, reach up high. Story time is over, so wave goodbye. Bye, guys.